Hello everyone, this is Luke, and welcome to one of the battles that I managed to miss somehow, as I was sorting through and uploading battles. This is the Battle of the Victorian Civil War, which was instigated in response to massive casualties during battles against the Auronean Federation, and involves a variety of volunteers from foreign nations as well, including that mech that was briefly locked onto there. And I think those planes as well. You can see there's a pretty sizable airship contingent coming from Helios's half of the Victorian dynasty. But there are also some pretty big walkers that Komodo worked on. And you can see a really nice change to the emblem there. I love that detail of the rebel ships having just basically a spray painted, or probably honestly regular painted, X on their own logo. And even that right there was a tank that LTS decided to bring along. That one is a contribution from the Triumvirate. The Walker is from the Imperial Tyronate, which they actually still were at this point. And this is, of course, a post-commentary battle. You can't tell from how jittery some of the camera movement is. The Walker's actually moving pretty fast when we're traveling at full game speed. Although, of course, this one here is probably moving. He's only got 2 legs left. There was some drama earlier in the campaign where people got really annoyed with some of the exceptions that I gave to the Walker designs, such as letting them have more heavy armor than normal. But I think it's pretty obvious after this battle just how vulnerable they are despite the heavy armor they get to use, which was an intentional choice. Like, I recognize that they are by no means optimized metacraft. And everything from moving slowly to flipping over to having vulnerable spin blocks with massive legs on them. And yeah, you can see we're also now at a lower graphics setting, just so we can travel at a more reasonable pace for those that were watching this live. Spawning in an extra tank that was from one of the volunteers that did not get put in earlier. That one's from KAE. So here you can see what we were talking about here was that the tank changed colors. It used to be green, but now it's blue, and that's because if you change graphic settings, it resets some things like camos. Tank almost ramming the Walker there. So far, it's kind of been hard to tell what's going on because there's no clear way of seeing what sides are which, but I think we'll swap over to a map view before too long. Yep, called it. Rambots are the loyalists. The other shape is the rebels. And you can see that the rebels definitely have a huge advantage, with both some of the larger vehicles left and some of the most intact. That vehicle right there is another mercenary provided by Cavalry Empire this time. And I assume fighting on behalf of the rebels based on its location. Now that right there is, I think, the Loyalist flagship, or at least the Loyalist airship flagship. And it has been eating fire for the better part of this battle so far. We're now about 5 minutes in real time, a lot longer than that in recording. And you can see it's taken a beating. I mean, it's still got some of its main guns left, which are some fancy guns. But both are missing at least one barrel. And it's just shedding blocks and secondaries and everything as we speak. There's another main gun taken off of that thing, or at least a cap of it. That just leaves the two dorsal cannons, one of which is missing a barrel, the other one's missing parts of its barrel. But that missile barrage is just brutal. Yeah, you caught all those healths, right? There's one of the tanks driving into the water. The KAE one. And there you can see an airship that's been grounded. And somehow that walker is still going despite only having 2 legs for like the last... I mean, at this point when we were recording it was like half an hour, and that thing still was operational with 2 legs somehow. Some good contributions from the triumvirate tank. Some decorational saw blades, because, you know, why wouldn't you have saw blades on the back of your turrets? It's just good form, you know? Keep you safe. The Calidor is still operational, and the Cordic tank somehow made it out of the water and decided to go on a solo mission against all of the rebel walkers. The tank designs people put out in this game are so impressive, like the amount of detail that goes into them. Now you can tell based on the fact all these missiles are targeting the walker that the flagship airship is probably down. I'm not sure quite what happened to it. I think we're checking on that now. But this thing is not long for the world. It just lost another leg. Oh, there it is. And with the loss of that Strider fort, there's really not a lot left going for the Loyalists. This Quattro Mule's taking a beating. I mean, it's putting some fire back out, but it can only take so much. And that Cordic tank is now just getting demolished because it's closed to point blank with a bunch of these walkers, which are... That is such a good missile range, nice. I think there's only a few Loyalists left at this point. Yeah, just 3 units. Dexa Crawler, Quattro Mule, and an aircraft. Quattro Mule is eating missiles so badly. Now it is down to just 1 leg. It's just gonna topple. Now just this Dexa Crawler and 1 tank. And this guy is missing, I think, all of its weapons at this point. And it's only got so many legs. Looks like it still has some missiles, but those are not going to be enough for the odds it is currently up against. Only 1 front leg left. And this tank is like, I just want to be done. This whole rebellion thing is just a waste of my time. And it immediately caught fire from that. There we go. That is everyone defeated. Thank you all for watching. And, sorry for getting this to you so late. Wireless did a great job filming it, but I just totally forgot about it and left it in my DMs for like a month.